Today we're going to be looking at artifact creatures that are underrated under $5. I'm going to start off with Ancient Stone Idol. Now you're going to need like a bit of a token deck to really get the value out of this because it's 10 mana. It's a 10 mana 12/12, but it's got flash, so it's going to catch people off guard. It's going to really catch them off guard in your token deck. It costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature. Trample. And when Ancient Stone Idol dies, create a 6/12 colorless construct artifact creature token with trample. So when this thing, I guess when this thing dies, it breaks apart and there's another little guy on the inside. So you get a lot of good value over here. Next up, let's take a look at Hexenor's Survey Mechan. I guess a lot of these mech cards are probably quite undervalued. A lot of new Edge of Eternity cards that have not quite found its popularity yet. Survey Mechan is a 4-mana 1/3 robot flying with hexproof. And 10 mana? Sacrifice this creature. It deals 3 damage to any target. Target player draws 3 cards and gains 3 life. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. Oh, so it could like literally be free. That is pretty good. You can put that in your land ramping deck. You just have a little bit of everything. Remember, snow basic forest and snow basic forest. Those are 2 different things. Next up, let's get Haywire Might is a cheap card, but it actually is not underrated. It's actually Haywire Might is basically put in every single deck that you can put Haywire Might in, more or less. Bryce with Mendicant Core. This is a 2-mana star 3 robot. Mendicant Core's power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. Start your engines. I got my start your engines sound effect. So if you have no speed, it starts at 1. It increases once on each of your turns when an opponent loses life, and the max is 4. Now, when we get to max speed, whenever you cast an artifact spell, you can pay 1, and if you do, you get 2 copies of it. That's right. It's basically buy 1, get 1 free when you got the Mendicant Core out. It sounds very hard to pull off, though. Has anyone been at max speed before? Well, I guess Bryce, if Bryce is suggesting this type of card. Sounds hard to me. Meme Brule. Not memeing around today with the Alibu Ancient Witness. 5 mana for a 4/5 golem. Other artifact creatures you control have haste. That is excellent. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control attack, Alibu deals X damage to any target, and you scry X, where X is the number of tapped artifacts you control. This card is insane. This card is absolutely bonkers. So it gives... the downside is it only affects your artifact creatures, but that's still incredible. All I need is X damage to any target, and you scry X, where X is the number of tapped artifacts you control. That sounds so easy. It almost sounds way too easy around here. Okay, next up, let's get Saxus, Tormod's Crypt Keeper. Is this literally Tormod's Crypt in the form of a creature? 3 mana for a 3/2 Vigilance, tap, sack it. Exile cards from target player's graveyard. It is a slow. It should have been 2 mana. 3 mana sounds way too expensive for this type of effect. I mean, it's nice to have. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to have it on a creature. The power of Tormod's Crypt in the hands of a more or less 3/2 vanilla. Well, actually, it's not entirely vanilla. So it's got vigilance. So you can actually attack. And then if something goes bad, like, oh, they blocked me, you can sack it and then get the value around there. Zoloduk, Optimus Prime Hero. Is it underrated? Not sure how this is less than $5 on Scryfall. Okay, well, I guess we'll consider this underrated. I swear to God, everyone suggests this card for like every single show that we do here. So 6 mana for a 4/8 with more than meets the eye for 5 mana. You can cast the card for 5 mana instead. At the beginning of each end step, bolster 1. Choose a creature with the least toughness among creatures you control and put a +1/+1 counter on it. Now, when Optimus Prime dies, return to the battlefield converted under its owner's control. So it's got a second life around here. Doesn't really die, but doesn't sound like it transformed either. Turns into Optimus Prime Autobot Leader, the 6/8 living metal with trample, and whenever you attack, bolster 2. The chosen creature gains trample until end of turn. When that creature deals combat damage to a player this turn, convert Optimus Prime. This is such a custom Magic the Gathering card. This is where people were recruited from the custom Reddit to work at Wizards of the Coast. We've got Super Chat, starting with Little MX Doom with Rendmaw. What about, my friends have asked me to never play this commander ever again. It is an artifact, despite the fact that it's a Golgari card. Where's the artifact next? Where's the artifactness of it? So the 5-mana 5/5 Scarecrow, Menace Reach, and when Rendmaw Creaking Nest enters, and whenever you play a card with 2 or more card types, each player creates a tapped 2/2 Blackbird token with flying. The tokens are goaded for the rest of the game, so they attack each combat if able, and they have to attack someone other than you. It's basically you're making an army, you're giving it to them, but they're still loyal to you. Very fascinating card, very, very fascinating. And we've got the word of Little MX Doom. It's so strong, it's basically banned in the playgroup. Okay, next up, we've got Kano with You want Cataclysmic Gearhulk? Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Come on, don't people play this card? Hence why, like, it's been reprinted a million times, hence why it's not even close to $5. 5 mana for a 4/5 construct, Vigilance. Enters the battlefield. Each player chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents they control, and then they have to sacrifice the rest. Look, it's basic. It's trying to make balance in this world. Me and Bruli. Necropolis. Good in toughness matters. You mean like a Doran deck? The Necropolis, apparently. Oh, this thing. What is this? 5 mana for a 0/1. It's already doing pretty bad. Counts as a wall, so it has defender. Pay 0. Take a creature in your graveyard and remove it from the game. Put X +0/+1 counters on Necropolis, where X is the removed creature's casting cost. Oh, actually, okay. So a little bit of combo potential. No, but like, you have to attack in this, so you have to have this in some sort of Doran deck. So so it's like a combination of Doran and self-mill. You need the ability to attack with your butt in this type of archetype. But it's interesting, very, very fascinating. D-Mads with Angel of the Ruins. Whichever you think is underrated. I think Angel of the Ruins is highly underrated. 7 mana for a 5/7 Angel, flying. When this creature enters, exile up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. Also has plane cycling, so even if you're nowhere close to 7 mana, but you know you need your manas, you can plane cycle it to get another planes. I actually really like cards like that. It's got like 2 modes. Something good early in the game, something very good late in the game. And who knows? By plane cycling it, you put it into the graveyard, which activates Necropolis's special ability to turn that casting cost into some real power. Okay, next up, we got Little Deadfly with the super chat. Creepy Doll. How is it? Oh, Creepy Doll. Okay, not the other doll, not the Voodoo Doll, or whatever it's called. I can't remember. Creepy Doll is a 5 mana 1/1 construct, is indestructible. How are all the dolls indestructible? That's not true. You can pull their heads off and stuff. Didn't anyone pull the head off Barbie when they were a kid? Everyone did that. Just me? No? Okay. Well, anyway, when Creepy Doll deals combat damage to a player, flip a coin. If you win the flip, destroy that creature. It's 50-50. Just like Two-Face says. Oh, I was thinking a stuffy doll. Why is it not a toy? Because maybe it's not a... Maybe a wizard said, put that down. That's not a toy. Think about it that way. Said some wizard who made this, probably. Lil MX Doom says, you mentioned in a recent stream you wanted a card with affinity for islands. I present you the Spire Golem. Oh, but this one already existed. Yeah, but it's pathetic. This used to be played in Pauper, if I remember correctly. Or maybe sometimes it comes in and out of flavor in Pauper. The 6-mana 2/4 Golem, affinity for islands and flying. I could never understand why they played this card. Because, like, as a fairy player in Pauper, I hardly get up to 4 lands. And I get, well, okay, sorry. If I have 3 lands, I can play it for 3 mana. I don't feel great value out of playing this thing. Steve Cooper says it's Annabelle/Chunky situation. Probably trying to kill them is hard. Probably. Or is that a card that you're trying to give me? Annabelle. Okay. Thought just in case it might have been a card. Okay, but you do have a card. You have Psychogenic Probe. Not a creature. Disqualified. It's an artifact, though. It is an art. This is artifact creature day today. Did I let in some non-creature? I don't think so. Okay, back to the Spire Golem. Let's get Christopher B's Lupine Prototype. Lupine Prototype is a 2-mana. Ooh, it's a 2-mana 5/5. Oh, this just recently came. No, did it recently come out? We talked about this recently. This creature can't attack or block unless a player has no cards in hand. So you just got to keep their hand low. Do you know what the greatest thing is? By the time your opponent has nothing in hand, you can freely attack with this card. You don't have to be worried about combat tricks, your opponent blocking and pumping up their creature. Nope. Nope, that's the beauty of the Lupine Prototype. Saxus with the super chat. Belly Serious Call? What the hell? What is this? Can't pronounce the first part of the name. I can't pronounce the second part of the name. This is a 4-mana 2/4 human. It's got Ultima Founding. Tap. Great. Tap, and then tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. It's got a 2/2 white Astartes Warrior creature token with Vigilance. Master of Machines. Tap. Tap X untapped creatures you control. Look at the top X cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I swear this card is like... Now this is another custom Magic the Gathering card. It's got a lot of words on it. We gotta tap it, tap 2 more artifacts, and we're making a 2/2 white Astartes Warrior creature token with Vigilance. Why don't we just give it hexproof and trample while we were at it? But I'm sure it's underrated. It's got a lot of words. It's got a lot of things going for it. Oh boy. We have Market Back Walker. This is like Hanger Back Walker, but Market. We talked about Haywire Might already. It's too good. We are looking at underrated cards. Cards people don't play. The undervalued things like the Belisarius Call and Market Back Walker. Double X for a 0/0 construct. This creature enters with X +1/+1 counters on it. Pay 4 to put another. Oh, sorry. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And when this creature dies, draw a card for each +1/+1 counter on it. You're gonna cash in on this thing. Should have had trading post abilities. Say that about all the cards. Talthar, what? Adaptive Automaton. I don't think this is that underrated. I played this in Merfolk. I think it sucks. It's just a 3-mana lord. Is there anything else? This creature is the chosen type. I think it's too vanilla, to be honest. I think this is very accurately rated. I mean, if you're in like a really niche kindred, like dwarves, then maybe you need this card. Maybe. Only for the super niche ones. Matt McCloskey with Mere Galvanizer. 3-mana 2/2. Other mirrors. See, look, this is a lord for 3 mana. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as this card, but pay 1, tap, untap each other mirror you control. That's what makes it underrated. Great for the great for Changeling decks. Works in Changeling. Next we got Teutonic Nightmare with Zabaz. Oh, this one might be no, this card is too good. Is it too good? Where does the C play now? Maybe it doesn't see a whole lot of play. Okay, it used to see play, so we'll count it. It's a 1-mana 0/0 with modular 1. Now, if a modular triggered ability would put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, that many +1/+1/+1 counters are put on it instead. It's like a hardened scales, but for modular. And for a red, you can destroy target artifact you control to trigger those modular abilities, or pay a white and Zabaz gains flying until end of turn, so you get a little bit of evasive damage. It's a 1-mana 1/1 that basically flies. Okay, this card, it's good. If you aren't playing this card in your artifact deck and you have access to red and white mana, what are you doing with your life? But I'll tell you how we get you straight going forward with our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. The deal of the week this week, save 15% off all original Lorwyn singles. Probably not a lot of artifact creatures in Lorwyn, but there's a lot of kindred cards to help you with your adaptive automaton and your mirror. Well, maybe not the mirrors. But let me tell you something else. You can also get your Lorwyn cards, but use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all your purchases, and it supports the channel. And let's get back to our crazy, underrated, undervalued, underloved artifact creatures. You love Stonecoil Serpent, Bell. It's an X00. Now, it does have a lot of abilities attached to it. It's got reach, it's got trample, it's got protection from multicolored, and yeah, that's about it for next spell. It's going to come into play with +1/+1 counters equal to the amount of X that you paid for this spell. We got David Sampson with Crashing. Did we do this one? Crashing. Oh no, we didn't. Crashing Drawbridge. 2-mana 0/4 wall with Defender. Tap creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. So it's like a 2-mana. You know, I like it actually. I like it. Anything that can give your stuff haste is not so bad. The only downside to this is it's a wall. It's meant to block. It's not going to block very well if you're giving your other creatures haste. But it's basically, it's like, what is it? Concordant Crossroads, but for any deck that wants it. At 2 mana, which is not too bad, all right? 2 mana is better than something else. Adeptus, Trazen the Infinite. Wow, 2 40k cards on the same day. Unbelievable. This is a 6-mana 4/6. It's got a Death Touch. It's like a Titan almost. It reminds me of the Titans. 6 mana. Prismatic Gallery, as long as Trazen the Infinite is on the battlefield, as all activated abilities of all artifact cards in your graveyard. That sounds like a fun card. I don't know if it's good, but it's fun. Okay, next up. Eric Noon's Molten Steel Dragon. Oh my god, you can play this for 4 mana and 4 life for a 4/4 dragon flying. And also for Phyrexian red, it can get +1/+0 until end of turn. So basically, you've got like Shivan Dragon. That's a very painful Shivan Dragon. We have Fat Pony. Next, going to be the Oracan the Diviner. Is that a card suggestion? No. I give you the benefit of the doubt there, Fat Pony. Okay, we have Talthar with Crystal Barricade. 2 mana for a 0/4 wall. Another Defender. Oh, you have Hexproof. That's big value. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. That's crazy. What? This is all on a 2-mana 0/4? What's the downside? So you have Hexproof. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. This is like what? This is like a hoser for red or something? This is wild. I never heard of this card. Looks incredible. Okay, next up we got Monturn with Barbed Servitor. This is a 4-mana 1/1. It's a construct, but it's also indestructible. When Barbed Servitor enters the battlefield, suspect it. You are suspected. Something suspicious here. Oh, it has menace and can't block? That doesn't make any sense. When Barbed Servitor deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Whenever Barbed Servitor is dealt damage, target opponent loses that much life. That's a pretty neat card, actually. It attacks. It deals damage when it attacks. It deals damage when it blocks, which is perfectly great. It would hose red if red wasn't the artifact destruction color. Oh yeah, well, but it's still awkward to side in like artifacts or even have artifact destruction. Side in the artifact destruction, have artifact destruction in your deck just for this thing. I mean, you might have it incidentally anyway. Surefire Selves with the Rug of Smothering. This is so brutal against Storm. You wouldn't. Oh. Are you a Storm player? Do you know from experience, Surefire Selves? We have 3 mana for a 1/3 flying construct. It's a rug. It's a magic carpet. Whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 1 life for each spell they've cast this turn. Oh boy! Oh yeah! It's the Rug of Pain. It's not gonna take you for a magic carpet ride. It's gonna take you. It's gonna take you to the back alley and probably drop you from a height of 20 feet. Anti-Storm, let's go! It's probably like a Facebook group, a club for everyone that hates Storm out there. Yeah, the rug of Anti-Storm. They got rugged. We have Arrow with See Us. Stick Twister. This is a 2-mana 2/2 Scarecrow, Lifelink, and Delirium. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, each opponent may sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. Then Osseous Stick Twister deals damage equal to its power to each opponent who didn't sacrifice a permanent or discard this way. So a pretty good attrition card for 2 mana. Not to mention it does have a little bit of lifelink. Would prefer it more in the commander world than not. I'm not gonna lie. I think Masticore is terrible. Masticore is like so bad. Who's playing Masticore, and why? Okay, hold on. Well, maybe. Okay, hold on. I'll put it up. Masticore. There's one good thing about Masticore, and I need the OG art. I can't stand the new one. 4 mana for a 4/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may choose and discard a card from your hand. If you don't, sacrifice Masticore. That is brutal. That is such a brutal downside. It is not. It is like a sideboard card at best in like some survival decks, I think. Masticore is over $5. It's up to $26 now. I hope I own Masticore. Like I want to say I own some. I just owned them for the hell of it. They were like $1 at one point. Like it was so cheap. Masticore isn't. Oh yeah, Masticore isn't less than $5. Disqualified. Look at that. We disqualified one way. But the one thing good about it is that if you have infinite mana, you can basically shoot everything down. So that's what I would have given it. I would have given it that. Yeah. So I forgot. We're supposed to be less than $5. That's a rich person's card now. Used to be like almost nothing. That was one of the creatures that topped a long time ago. Oh, it was very good back in the day. No, it's like a played card in pre-modern. It's like good, but like it's not underrated in that format, and it's not underrated anywhere else. For the Urza's Destiny version. Well, we're talking about legal cards around here, Argentina. We want legal cards. Okay, Killa with Ramos Dragon Engine. I'm gonna take your word for it that it's underrated. 6 mana, 4/4 flyer. Whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on our Ramos for each color of the spell's colors. Then you can remove 5 +1/+1 counters from Ramos, and you get double Wooburg. Congratulations! Activate only once each turn. Subjected to terms and conditions. No purchase necessary. We got another super chat from Saxus. Weeping Angel. It sounds so thematic. I love the flavor. Yeah, like just the name sound very flavorful to me. This is a 3-mana 2/2 alien angel. Ugh, that is like unnerving. What's with all these words? Flash, first strike, vigilance. Whenever an opponent casts a creature spell, Weeping Angel isn't a creature until end of turn. It's a bit weird. If Weeping Angel would deal combat damage to a creature, prevent that damage, and that creature's owner shuffles it into their library. What makes this like underrated? This seems like it just doesn't even do anything. If I'm reading this correctly. We got Benjamin Berkey with Brass Herald. Ooh, the 6-mana 2/2 enters the battlefield. Choose a creature type. When Brass Herald enters, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all creature cards of the chosen type revealed this way into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1. Okay, this is like Adaptive Automaton, but it's way more expensive. It's so much. It's super, super expensive. We don't want to blink this. Do not blink. Enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards, put the all creature cards, or maybe you're talking about the last card. Seems like you could blink this card. Looks like it's good value. Okay, Steve Cooper wants some redemption. Exterminator. Magmarch. Exterminator. It doesn't exist. I put it incorrectly. Sorry, this card doesn't. Oh, hold on. Maybe it does exist. Okay, I just typed one thing wrong. Exterminator Magmarch is a 4-mana 5/3 Phyrexian construct. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single non-land permanent an opponent controls, if another opponent controls one or more non-land permanents that spell could target, choose one of those permanents, copy the spell, and then the copy targets the chosen permanents. You get a 2-for-1 deal. That's a good deal. And for 2 mana, we can regenerate this damn thing. And it's pretty big body, actually, for 4 mana. It's quite reasonable. Next, we'll get Mercenary, the Phyrexian War Beast. Very beastly. 3-mana 3/4. When it leaves play, sacrifice a land, and Phyrexian War Beast deals 1 damage to you. It leaves play, sack a land. I don't know why you want to play this card. If it leaves play, I don't get it. Michael Ing, Happy New Year! Michael Ing has been sleeping for about 3 weeks. Just woke up. Realized it's January. Not realizing it's actually January 2nd. You've missed 3 weeks of work, Michael Ing. Gotta get to work. Gotta let them know that you're still around. You've not put in your 2 weeks notice. Felicia, Pinnacle Emissary. Now, this isn't exactly underrated. This is actually super rated. It's now like... I mean, it's borderline broken at this point. So I don't know if I can accept this. Maybe it's underrated in Commander. It's taking... just straight up taking over Modern with the Affinity deck. Very, very powerful card. Because of the casting spells making 1/1s, and you just have to warp it for 1 mana. It's a massive Modern staple. Modern. It's like if you want to play a Pinnacle Emissary deck and just slap people silly, you go to Modern. You can do it. It'll cost you a little bit of money though. Just basically the Mox Opals. That's like $1,000. Everything else is pretty cheap though, including the Pinnacle Emissary. We got next. Let's go for Jasaru Mechan Assembler. Another Mechan card. This one's mono blue though. 5 mana for a 4/4. Whenever another artifact you control enters, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Drat! But still, 2/2 colorless robot is better than nothing. And those robots, they're artifacts. Those artifacts, they combo with your artifact synergy. Okay, hollow, noxious Gear Hulk. That's all those noxious fumes. This is a pretty good card. Probably deserves... I have no idea how many people play this card, but this is a good card. 6 mana for a 5/4 with Menace. When it enters, you may destroy another target. You may destroy another target creature. That's just in case the Gear Hulk is the only creature in play. It could happen. It didn't want to destroy itself by accident. If a creature is destroyed this way, you gain life equal to its toughness. A lot of value packed in the noxious Gear Hulk. Now, if you're looking to playtest any of these cards, or maybe you are someone like Felicia that has never played with Pinnacle Emissary outside of Standard, you might want to try it out. When you rent cards with Mana Traders, play on Magic Online, the digital platform to play Standard, Pioneer, Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Pauper, Pre-Modern, and many more. And you can play every deck, every format, and anything that you want when you rent with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my coupon code Nikachu_G4U for 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription. Play those Affinity Pinnacle Emissary decks. They're waiting for you today. They love ya. Okay, next up. Leveler. No, that's... Everyone knows what Leveler is. It's very accurately rated, is what I was saying. We need underrated cards for less than $5. Underrated. We got James, Spectrum Sentinel. There's a 1 mana 1/2. Oh, it's protection from multicolored. I want to say like it should be able to block Niv Mizzet, but Niv Mizzet usually flies. I think, or maybe always flies. What's that? I was about to mention Progenitus. What is like the largest multicolor creature that we can block with this thing? Maybe that Kavu, Territorial Kavu? Well, no, there's gotta be something way bigger than that. Okay, anyway, it's a 1 mana 1/2 with a pro multicolor. Whenever a non-basic land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you gain 1 life. Wow! That's a lot of value. People are going to play non-basic lands all day. That means they're going to pad your life total all day. And on turn 1, Spectrum Sentinel, this is a great card. This is the soul of today's show. Very underrated. Okay, Soulless talking about souls. We have the Soulless Jailer from Stormy Cat. Probably everyone should be playing this card. It's a 2 mana 0/4. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield, but players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. There's a lot of these types of like cool, you know, versatile, colorless creature cards that interact with the graveyard. So it's good stuff. We got Chris Iver with Duplicant. Is that under $5? Oh yeah, it is. Ugly picture. 6 mana for a 2/4. It's got imprint. Enter the battlefield. You may exile target non-token creature. As long as a card exiled with Duplicant is a creature card, Duplicant has the power, toughness, and creature types of the last creature card exiled with Duplicant. It's still a shapeshifter. I have no idea if it's any good, but it's a lot of fun. Haywire, Kevin, Haywire Might's not underrated. It is heavily played in every deck that can play Haywire Might. Very, very, very accurately rated. Great card. Arrow says, I play Spectrum Sentinel in my Brina deck, and trust me, once it gets some counters on it from Brina, it's really good. I don't blame you. Okay, Magnum Opus Gold. I like Psychosis Crawler. Psychosis Crawler is a 5 mana star for Phyrexian Horror. That means it's scary, people. Be scared. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. You have a full stocked hand. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. I like that ability though. That's a banger ability. Build your deck around drawing cards all the time. The opponent will lose as much life as you keep drawing. Just get squeeze in a Time Twister and a Wheel of Fortune. GG, it's all over. Gillum with Bronze Walrus. You know what? I have this like this thing where if the card says bronze on it, it's usually bad. Bronze means bad, mostly because I think, what is it called, bronze statue? I think the card is just awful. No, okay, I don't know what I'm thinking of. Bronze Sable, maybe? Anyway, okay, so this is a 3-mana 2/2. Enters the battlefield, scry 2. Tapped, add 1 mana of any color. I'll let it be on the show, but I think this is on the weak side. Only Walrus in the game, by the way. What about Adaptive Automaton? We can fill in the cracks with a bunch of these other stupid cards that lets you name a random creature type. Bronze medal means you are the second loser. Correct. After the first loser. If you're not gold, well, if you're not first, then you didn't win. Cherry Nut. Another bronze card. Bronze Bombshell. For bringing out the... Well, maybe I was thinking of this thing. 4 mana, 4/1. When a player other than Bronze Bombshell's owner controls it, that player sacrifices it. If the player does, Bronze Bombshell deals 7 damage to them. Oh, I see. So if you donate it, it like combusts. Very flavorful card, that's for sure. Next up, we've got James Ginger. Ginger Brute. Ginger Brute has seen a good chunk of play, but you know what? I can still count it. So 1 mana, 1/1 with haste. And the secret sauce to Ginger Brute is that you can pay 1 and it can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. So it only can be blocked by creatures that are as fast as it. 2 mana, tap, sack Ginger Brute. You gain 3 life. It's a very, very nice card. We got Killa in the house. What do you got for us, Killa? Bronze, another bronze card. I just opened my mouth up and they're like, I'm going to defy you, Nikachu. All the bronze cards are great. Bronze Guardian. Not all bronze is bad. That's right. Okay, the Bronze Guardian is a 5 mana star 5 with double strike and ward 2. Other artifacts you control have ward 2. That's a good ability. Bronze Guardian's power is equal to the number of artifacts you control, which are probably going to be many. It's probably going to be a 10/5 creature for only 5 mana. You can't catch him as fast as you can. Yeah, you got to pull out Sonic the Hedgehog or something. Rixizu, Thousand Moons Smithy. Sounds like the enemy in Mario RPG. Thousand Moons Smithy is a 4 mana legendary artifact. It is not by default a creature. Oh, it's not a creature at all. Disqualified. It's artifact creatures. Sorry about that, Rixizu. Next. I missed the creature part. Yeah, I could tell. Okay, who has no card yet? There's a lot of people. Vibrant Toucan. What is this? Synth Eradicator? Synth Eradicator is a 3 mana 3/3 Synth Soldier. Haste. When Synth Eradicator attacks, exile the top card of your library, and you get 2 energy. Oh my god, it's an energy card. If you may get 2 energy. If you don't, you may play the card this turn. Oh, I see. Okay, so you get the card or you get the energy. Tap, pay 3 energy, and Synth Eradicator deals 3 damage to any target. A little bit of reach, a little bit of card advantage. Texty, Tribal Golem. Good with changelings. You can say that about anything. Lord of Atlantis is good with changelings. Tribal Golem is a 6 mana 4/4 golem. Tribal Golem has trample as long as you control a beast. Haste. Oh, haste if you control a goblin. First strike as long as you control a soldier. Flying as long as you control a wizard. And pale black. Regenerate Tribal Golem as long as you control a zombie. Surprised they didn't rename the whole card to Kindred Golem or something. Lestian, Bright Glass Gearhulk. We have... Sorry, there's too big of a line, Benjamin Berkey. Too big of a line. We have a 4-mana 4/4 construct called the Bright Glass Gearhulk. It's a construct. First strike and trample. When this creature enters, you may search your library for up to two artifact, creature, and/or enchantment cards with mana value 1 or less. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Then you got to shuffle. I like the value. That's great value. This actually might be super underrated or undervalued. As you see, it's like teetering just underneath like $5. People see the value in getting a bunch of cards out of your deck. Very, very nice. Argentina with Diora's Toolbox. The hell is this? 2 mana 1/1. Regenerate target artifact creature. This is awful. This is awful. Or is the value is you can regenerate other creatures? Is that the value out of this card? Okay, maybe you know what? Maybe I'll give you a little bit of credit. So if you have a lot of mana, you can regenerate other stuff that might be valuable. I usually look at affinity or artifact-like decks as like, it's all expendable. It's all 1/1s anyway. You say it's awful. Exactly. It's underrated. Well, underrated implies like, you know, it's a little bit good. It's a little bit good. Felicia with Redemption. Virulent Silencer. 3 mana 2/3. Whenever a non-token artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. How to lose all your friends in one day. We got Killa with the super chat. Hope of Gear appear. Whoops. Where am I going? Hope of Gear. I actually like, well, okay, you donated for it. I think this is somewhat accurately rated. So 1 mana 1/1 flyer. Sacrifice Hope of Gear appear until your next turn. Target player who is dealt combat damage by Hope of Gear appear this turn can't cast non-creature spells. It's a very popular card in combo decks, actually. Combo decks love this card. You play it, you attack, you sack it, and then you try to combo off. And the thing is, a lot of players, in 60 card Magic, they side out all their removal versus the combo deck. So this card gets even more powerful. We got Mountern with Volatile Rig. This is a 4 mana 4/4. It sounds like it's going to detonate. Trample. When it attacks each turn if able. When it's dealt damage, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, we have to sack it. Now, if it dies, we also flip a coin again. If you lose the flip again, it deals 4 damage to each creature and each player. Oh my god. Fate will be in the hands of a coin. Voltlin, Arabella, Abandoned Doll. Another doll on the same show. Ugh, they're all creepy. They're all creepy dolls. 2 mana 1/3. Whenever Arabella Abandoned Doll attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. Just make sure you have a lot of creatures in play. It's good for a token deck, I guess. Very nice for a token deck. Summer Mermaid Star with Patrolling Peacemaker. Oops, I looked up patrolling. Patrolling Peacemaker is a 3 mana 0/0 robot soldier. This creature enters with 2+1/+1 counters on it, and whenever an opponent commits a crime, stop, you criminal scum. They proliferate. Oh, sorry, no, you proliferate. Whenever an opponent commits a crime, you get to proliferate. Well, we all know how much people like to commit crimes in this game. Tons of crimes. Hinaria with Milliken. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. 2 mana for a 0/1. Tap, mill a card. Colorless. So, I mean, it's a mana rock that helps fill your graveyard. I like this card. You get a little bit of everything in there. Did you even get one card? I don't get it. I don't remember you mentioning a card. Are you on, like, is somebody on 2 accounts in chat? Generation VHS with Mir Superion. Maybe I should just trust you. Maybe you offered the first mirror. So 2 mana, 5/6. Oh, spend only mana produced by creatures to cast your mirror, Superior. Did I like disqualify your last card? Okay, Metalwork Colossus. I definitely called you out, Rixilu. Oh yeah, I did disqualify your card. It's 11 mana, 10/10. It costs X less to cast, where X is the total mana value of all non-creatures artifacts you control. So make sure you've paid some mana for your artifacts. If they're all 0, you're screwed. Sacrifice 2 artifacts. Return Metalwork Colossus from your graveyard to your hand. This is a great card too. Any card that comes back after it's dead. It's very good stuff. Okay, who else still has no card yet? I'm looking out for you. We did the Peacemaker. We did the Milliken. Did we do Ethereum Skull? Ethereum? I don't know if this is underrated, Corbinek. 2 mana for a 1/2 Vidalcan Artificer. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. I think it's accurately rated, but I would recommend everyone plays this card if you need to. Sulfum says, I'll admit that I'm guilty of using 2 accounts a few times. There we go. I know it. You know how I know? When there's like if there's like a new username in the chat that I've never seen before and they never come back. That's like, oh, that's your second account. I know it. I can't enforce it though. See, like, what's this? GP never got a first card in the first place. Necron Deathmark. Are there any regulars in the house that still have no card yet? Okay, I'm gonna make sure I get you. Nightingale Seraph. Necron Deathmark is a 5 mana 5/3 Necron flash synaptic disintegrator. When Necron Deathmark enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target creature and target player mills 3 cards. This technically is over $5, but it's just at the $5 line. We'll just assume it's been through the laundry a few times. Bring that value down. Nightingale Seraph with Vorpal Sword. It's got to be a creature. Is that a creature? It's not creature. Sorry about that. Disqualified. Talathar is like, as a person who doesn't have 2 accounts, what's wrong with you people? It's competitive. Welcome to competitive Nikachu MTG Live. The more accounts, the more accounts, the more you water down everyone else. Okay, Monturn, Ether Sworn? Sphinx? It's a Sworn card, not Swarm. It is 9 mana for a 4/4, affinity for artifacts. Okay, so it could be like could cost 2 mana. Flying. Oh, it's got Cascade. That's a good ability, especially on a 9 mana card. You're going to get something good out of this. Megamika, Walking Arid. Walking something else, maybe? What are you maybe walking, was it a Walking Atlas? Walking, I'm assuming it was Walking Atlas, but I can't be entirely sure. Is it Walking Atlas? Walking Arid does not exist. Oh, there we go. Okay, I took a good guess. 2 mana for a 1/1 according to Scryfall, the artifact type was omitted from the type line, but it's an artifact creature. Okay, so it is technically an artifact creature. Sometimes when reading the card doesn't actually explain the card. Tap, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. You got a little ramp over here. Wow, this looks like such a commander card. It's been printed once. Only once in Worldwake. It looks like something that would be part of a precon or something. What else do we got here? Axonort. Sear Ginger. Meal Ender. A 2 mana 3/1 has trample, hexproof, and haste as long as opponent controls a planeswalker. Winner should also have rage. Whenever another artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Seer Ginger and Scry 1. For 2 mana, tap, sacrifice Seer Ginger. You gain life equal to its power. Because it's a cookie! It's a cookie. I just finally finished eating all my Christmas cookies from my family. Oh my god, so many Christmas cookies. We have Alexander Lopos with Dark Steel. Sentinel has been a great gotcha for me in the past. It's got an epic picture, too. 6 mana for a 3/3. It's got flash, so they're never going to see it coming. It also has vigilance, and oh, it's indestructible. So for anyone that loves those indestructible cards at very low mana cost. 6 mana for an indestructible card is pretty low. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, Bryce looking for Twitching Doll. It looks like something at a Five Nights at Freddy's. It just looks like it. 2 mana for a 2/2. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Put a nest counter on Twitching Doll. Okay, so we got a pretty decent mana rock. And for tap, sacrifice Twitching Doll. Create a 2/2 green spider creature token with reach for each counter on Twitching Doll. Activate only as a sorcery. Nikachu only has 1 audience, actually. Huh? There's some conversation I don't know about back here. I can't see whatever Rixiu said. If you zoom out, it's all spiders. I can see the spiders on the legs. Oh, you mean the whole head is just spiders? You mean zoom in? Do spacecrafts count? No, it's got to be a creature in the first place. Hold on, let's see. Uthros. Nah, it's a land at first. This is not even. Is there another Uthros? You wanted Uthros. Research craft. No, not a creature. It turns into a creature, but not creature by default. All right, now we're on to no 2 cards yet. Bell with the Razor main Mastercore? What's with everyone who loves their Mastercores? Masticores are terrible. They're 5 mana 5/5. First strike at the beginning of your upkeep. You kind of sack it unless you discard a card. They're hungry for your hand. At the beginning of your draw step, however, you may have Razor Main Masticore deal 3 damage to target creature. I remember when this got revealed. Was it? No, maybe it was another Masticore. People were like, flip. Was it this? No, I wasn't around for 5th Dawn. Okay, so I'm not going to make a comment about this Masticore. But the old Masticore had such a reputation that, like, a future Masticore just seemed like bonkers. If no, then card. Next up, we got Felicia with Liberty Prime. Recharged. Oh god, is that a Transformer card? Where is this from? Oh, it's from Fallout. 5 mana for an 8/8. I'm like, that's a weird looking Transformer card. It sort of also looks like that police cop robot. Robocop. Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. Whenever Liberty Prime recharged attacks or blocks, sacrifice it unless you pay 2 energy. Also pay 2, sacrifice an artifact. You get double energy and draw a card. Very reasonable for its cost. I mean, this is enormous. What's the downside? Nothing. It's a 5 mana 8/8. It's obscene. Hold on. It looks the same as this. There we go. Doesn't it? It's basically the same thing. It's RoboCop. See? Anyway, no one will believe me. That's fine. We have Drew McIntosh with Diamond Lion. Are you serious? 2 mana for a 2/2. Tap, discard your hand, sack Diamond Lion. Add 3 mana of any one color. Activate only as an instant. Who the hell is playing this card? Well, if you say so. Talazar is like, not even close. No? No? Whatever. I already removed the picture. They got the same head, damn it. Do not resist or there will be trouble. There will be trouble. Oh boy. With Nardole. Resourceful cyborg. Just looks like a regular person. 2 mana for a 1/2. It's an artifact creature scientist. Tap add a blue for each counter on Nardole. Spend this mana only to cast non-creature spells. And it also has Undying. Why? It's not even organic. And it also has Doctor's Companion. Well, it does a lot of stuff. None of it looks flavorful to me, especially since this person doesn't even look like a robot. Unless it's like one of those Terminator robots where you have to peel the skin. You have to peel the skin off to reveal the metal that's underneath. It's real life Cartman. That's right. Who do I choose? Letzian I'm assuming this is Zookeeper. Zookeeper Mechan. Yeah. They have a zoo in our Edge of Eternities. 2 mana for a 1/3 robot, tapped out a red. Okay, so we got our mana rock, but it also has the activated ability of 7 mana. Target creature you control gets +4/+0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Is there any other no card yet, people? Don't know if I see anybody else. Maybe, maybe not. Better no card yourself or forever rest in peace. Cody Vociferous Codex. By the way, the Zookeeper card is like 3 cents. Very unloved. This card. This card's underrated because like it goes into only one type of deck. 3 mana, 1/4. You can't cast permanent spells. 4 mana, tap. Add Wooburg. When you cast your next spell this turn, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile an instant or sorcery card with lesser mana value. Until end of turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put each other card exiled this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. Swear to God, at one day, this card will probably be very good. Cody is famous. Yeah, it's famous for being jank, I think. Arrow, Arc-bound Condor. There are code. What? What? That blows my mind. Arc-bound Condor is a 4 mana 0/0 bird, flying modular 3. Whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. That's great value. So basically play artifact. It's only an artifact, so it's like a Bowmasters for artifacts. Cody can be a commander in a donate deck. Absolutely. Mountain is like, I love jank. The more jank your deck, the better. Kano with and Rakir. You know what? It's getting harder to look up cards as time goes on because the names just don't make any sense. Like, okay, well, anyway, and Rakir the Traveler. This is a 5 mana 4/4 Necron, Lord of the Pyrian Legions. Whenever An Rakir the Traveler attacks, you may cast an artifact spell from your hand or graveyard by paying life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. Cheat some stuff and play with it. Mercenary with Toy Maker. Cool art for this Toy Maker. 2 mana for a 1/1. Pay 1. Tap, discard a card from your hand. Target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost until end of turn. It's basically, we're turning everything into Pinocchio with this card. It's a super Pinocchio card. Okay, Summer Mermaid start with Redemption. You want the Depth Shaker Titan. I have a feeling, Summer Mermaid Star, you loved Edge of Eternities. I'm just taking that guess. I'm guessing you absolutely love that thing. This can end games with enough artifacts out. You can even animate an army of treasure. Also, Nardole is flavorful. Source, I am a hoove. What? What? Okay, 7 mana for a 5/5 robot. When this creature enters, any number of non-creature artifacts you control become 3/3 artifact creatures. On it. So we have a basically turn an army of treasures into an army, an actual army. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Each artifact creature you control has melee, trample, and haste. And it's super powerful. We're gonna yeah, I'm gonna pick one person at basically at random here. Who do we got? Oh, no, I did you already. Volin. Foraging Wickermaw. Steve Cooper says, some of them are from other properties. All the Necrons are basically robot Egyptians. Neat stuff. Okay, we have a 2-mana 1/3 Scarecrow. When this creature enters, surveil 1. Look at the top card of your library. You can put it into your graveyard. And also for 1 mana, add 1 mana of any color. So we have mana filtering. This creature becomes that color until end of turn. That's unusual. And activate only once each turn. That's slightly sad, but still filtering nonetheless. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. We got to look at a lot of underrated artifact creatures for anyone that's trying to make an artifact creature deck out there. As usual, we do these shows weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron, a member on YouTube, or use Super Chat to be part of the show, or even sometimes Super Chat so other people are part of the show. Thank you so much for everyone being here. People like Voltlin, Mercenary, Summer Mermaid Star. We got Argentina, old boy, Killa. We got Steve Cooper. We got Hollow. Bell, Arrow, Nightingale Seraph, Adaptus Chocolatus, Mounturn, Hexanort. Who else is here? We have Toilet Duck, Kano, Christopher B, Bell. We got Texty. And many more. So as usual, my coffee crew and Zyber Nation, keep brewing those coffees, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.